Hello guys, welcome to Fire Neurons and I am here with the new video. Let us see what is AI problem solving, and in AI problem solving in the last video we have learned about the state space search, wherein you have to solve when you want to solve the problem you need to know what are the state space, how it is, the game tree, what is the game space there, what is the tree space there, right? That we have seen, and it is there are two types of problem solving. One is in uninformed search and informed search. Now today let us see what is uninformed search. So uninformed search is a search without information. That is, we don't have some intelligence that is added into the search. We don't have any historical information or any further information about that problem. Okay, so that is a search without information. We are not guided by any supervisor, that you may say, any supervisor. And so you may say that there is no knowledge given, and it is very time consuming as we have to search for the solution for the problem. So we have to search the ways or the game space or the tree space that is needed to solve this problem. So it is very time consuming. And so since it is time consuming, it is more complexity, will be having more complexity in time as well as in space. So the time complexity depends upon the branching factors, and space complexity do depend upon the branching factors or the depth that has been developed by the tree, how much states that you have to cover to describe that or to solve the problem. Right, so the time complexity as well as the space complexity is more when you consider the uninformed search, since we don't have a supervisor to track our journey. So the main important uninformed search is depth first search and breadth first search, and it is that is the two main concept that I would like to describe. And further there is uninformed search algorithms that we can see, and it is traveled or it is handled in an exponential time. So we can say an uninformed search is an NP problem, right? An NP problem, it is non-defined, so it's a problematic, is an NP problem, NP hard problematic problem, and it gives us an optimal solution. So we can say that uninformed search gives us an optimal solution. That is, we reach a solution to this problem. We can find a solution, correct solution to this problem. That is what we say that it is an optimal solution. So uninformed search, as said, it is a search without information. That is, we are not guided by the supervisor, and it is time consuming, and the time complexity and the space complexity is more, due to which by time consuming. And there are various approaches in uninformed searches are there, which is mainly the DFS and BFS. So it's an exponential time problem. It is an NP problem too. So, and it gives us an optimal solution to that problem. So the important uninformed search is BFS or the breadth first search, DFS or the depth first search, uniform cost search, bidirectional search, and iterative deepening. So uniform cost search is that when you start from a start node to the goal node, you have two different paths to cover. And how to solve that? So there would be so many intermediate nodes between the start node and the goal node. In the two different ways, there may be, for example, in A path, you have A direction, you have 3 nodes, intermediate nodes. In B direction, you have only 2 nodes to cover to reach the goal node. But what is the distance between the start node and the current node, that may be varied. So accordingly, we used to find that sum of this edge cost specified in the intermediate nodes, and we will calculate the cost to reach from the start node to the goal node, how much cost is there. So accordingly, we will choose the path. That is uniform cost search. And iterative deepening, here what happens, from the start node, you're branching out deeply, depth wise. So branching depending upon the branching factor, that is from the start node, if it is being branched into 2, then each node along the depth would be branched into two. That is, one parent would be having two childs. So as long as the problem is solved, it would be deepening depth wise. That is iterative deepening. So it carries on depending upon the depth. So time complexity exceeds is more. So let us discuss the main uniform search, that is BFS, that is breadth first search, and DFS, that is depth first search, and the bidirectional search, which starts from both the sides, from the start node as well as the goal node. Let's see what is breadth first search first. Breadth first search, BFS, is an ununiform search, and it uses a data structure, that is FIFO, that is Q, which has the first in first out procedure, and it moves to, or it highlights or points out to the shallowest node. That is, it travels to each and every node that is specified in that tree space, right? So it is complete node, that is completed graph. You know what is completed graph? From each node there would be a path to each other nodes. So what is that? That the complete search is being done in a breadth first search. So the 3 points is, it is ununiform search. You have no information about it, and it uses a data structure Q, which is the first in first out. It moves to all the visit all the nodes that is specified in the game space or game tree, and that is the shallowest node to the shallowest node, and complete nodes have been traversed. So it goes through level wise. Level wise search is done in breadth first search, right? Now BFS, let us see an example here. Here we have a tree, the space tree, wherein A is branched into 3, B, C, D, and then B to E, F. Okay. So when you are adding to a first Q, we know that it is first in first out. So first we will add A here. A is added here, and let's see, A is added here first, and along with it, the next step is adding that child. B, C, D is added in any order you can add it, and then follows the C is having higher priority. So insertion by C, D, E, C. Then afterwards, when B is pushed out, that is first in first out. So whoever has been added first will be going out, right? So B has been pushed out and its child has been added at the end. EF is added at the end. Then comes the C. We traverse to level wise. This is the level wise traversal. So we added, go through level wise, and C is added. C is pushed out, and then comes its tail. I mean, its tail would be added with this child, GH, right? And again E is added. Next is the D. D is removed and its tail has been added, that is I would be added, and it goes on like that. So A is added first, the start node is added, that is the root is added, followed by its children, and then comes to the left hand branch, that is B, initiated by the B node, and then B is pushed out, and then comes the its child has been, children's has been added, EF is added to the tail, and then comes C. C is added, removed, and then its tail has been incremented with the, added with the children of C, and D is removed, and D is removed by the, or added, its tail is added with I, its child, and then E is removed and E is added with its child J and K. Likewise, it goes on until you reach the depth N, right? So here what? A, B, C, D, then its child A, C, D, E, F, and it travels through every nodes that is described in the space, right? So the time complexity is represented by order of V plus E, that is V is the vertex or the node, plus E is the edges. Or it can be described by order of B raised to D, where B is the branching factor, D is the depth. So here the branching factor, here it is 3, here 2, right? So how many times it has been broken, decomposed? 1, 2, 3, again 4. 4 times it has been broken out, that is B is 4, and depth is 4. The 3 children, B means the 3 children is there, so 3 raised to square. The branching factor is, it is 3, right? So depth is 4, and the shortest result is 3 square, which is 9. So likewise, we have got the result in a feasible manner. But when the depth has gone deepened, what happens? The time complexity as well as the space, the queue as added data structure would be having a space complex, will encounter a space complexity, right? So time complexity as well as the space complexity is more in BFS, but we will get an optimal solution if the problem space is a small one, right? So I think it is clear. It travels through each and every node in the tree, a space tree, right? Next is the depth first search. Here it is again an informed search. It uses stack as a data structure and it uses last in first out. And the deepest node, he goes to the deepest node. Only after traversing the left branch, it goes to the right branch. So how much long the left branch is, it traverse accordingly, it would be deepened, the traversing is deepened, right? So it may or may not attain a optimal solution. Why it has been said that it is a non-optimal? Why? Because as the depth grows on, the time complexity and to reach the goal, I mean you may not be traversing the right side. So how can you say that the left branch will give you an optimal solution? That is a question mark, right? So non-optimal solution, it may or may not give an optimal solution. As considering the BFS, the time complexity 2 is represented by order of V plus E, where V is a node and E is the edges, right? Edge cost. So order of B raised to D, where B is the branching factors and D is the depth. So depth wise it is knowing, and we know the present knowledge. We will be knowing about the present knowledge, and sometimes we may have to take a backtracking is also needed, right? So it is incomplete. That's why because we are branching to the left side first and then only we are traversing to the right. Okay, here what is the data structure that is used? That is stack, that is last in first out. So from starting with let us consider this example. From starting with a node, what happens? Branches to the its child has been added, P, B and C, in which any order you can, there are multiple sequence order wherein you know that last in first out. So last which has been divided would be the right one, right branch. So after popping it, it will be adding the child. So F and G is added, then G is popped. Okay, so in this direction, if it is going on, it is deepen, it will be coming to an infinite stage representation. So depth wise is the main problem is, so here in this case we can say that the goal state has been reached by the right direction. So in any order we can add it. So that may lead to an infinite state when the depth would be very high, leading to a high, right? So that is depth first search. It is stack. It is using a data structure as a stack, last in first out, and then goes to the deepest node first. And so it may come to encounter into an incomplete solution. So that's why we can say that it would not give an optimal solution, and the time complexity and the space complexity is more. Depth-wise search, present knowledge would be given. So sometimes here you may not reach the goal state. So in that case we have to take the backtracking should be done. So sometimes where to reach an optimal solution, we may have to track, the backtracking has to be done. So, since the goal state won't be the right path, at that times we may have to use a backtracking algorithm. That is the drawback of depth first search, right? Next, let us consider the bidirectional search. Here, two simultaneous search is done from the start node. Let us see, this is the start node, this is your start node, and this is your goal node, right? In that case, when you want to, suppose you want to start, the situation is that you are meeting your friend who is at far. So what will you do? You will be choosing an intermediate position where you can, where you both will be traveling in equal distance from your home, right? So like that, when you have the search can be done in two directions. One is from start node to the intermediate node, and then goal node to an intermediate node. Okay, so in that case, what is the time complexity? B raised to, here in this case, it is B raised to D by 2 half, traversing only half the distance. B raised to D by 2, and here also B raised to D by 2. So the time complexity would be 2 raised to into B raised to D by 2. So the order would be, here there is a mistake. So it is the order would be twice the order of B raised to D by 2. Half distance, half depth only is traversed from each node, from the start node to the intermediate node and from the goal node to the intermediate node. So two simultaneous search has been done. It is a simultaneous search from the start node to the goal and the goal to the start. So stopping when the two search at a point, meet at a point. So the time complexity is, let me convey that there is a mistake here. It is D by 2. 2 into order of B raised to D by 2. Here in this case, it is only traversing the half of the depth. So B raised to D by 2 plus B raised to, from the goal to the intermediate, again B raised to D by 2. So it is twice of B raised to D by 2, which is the order of time complexity would be, or the space complexity would be 2 into order of B raised to D by 2. Okay, again that would be about, it's an order of half D by 2 that can be concluded as order of B raised to D. So it gives an optimal solution. So considering both the three important searches, that is BFS, DFS and bidirectional search, I have just conveyed into a short form these structures. These you are learning in the data structure too. So the depth first search, breadth first search and bidirectional searches. Breadth first search is going in level wise, depth first search in the depth wise, and bidirectional search in the direction two-way simultaneous search. So depth first search, what happens? It goes to traverse each and every node, but in depth first we cannot say it would complete that. It is an incomplete procedure. So we may not say that it may reach to an optimal solution, right? And anyway, all these three structures or algorithms have a more time complexity and space complexity. Along with it, you have uniform cost search as well as iterative deepening. As I said, in uniform cost search, what happens? From the start node to the goal node, you will be having two different paths, and you will be having as much intermediate nodes in between to reach the goal. So what is the cost that is associated with each direction would be? So the minimum is, all the intention of the search is to find the minimum cost, right? So what is the minimum cost that is given, which path is encountering that will be your solution. So it may reach into an optimal solution. And iterative deepening depends upon the depth. As it goes on, the depth also it goes on. So if a node is divided into, each and every node that is following would be divided into two, like with equalized division, and the depth will be moving down. The problem is decomposed into many nodes, right? That's all for uninformed search. And if you have more doubts, you may contact me, and see you in the next video. Thank you.